Good evening, everyone, and you're very welcome to Dunboyne College Open Night. Whether you're tuning in tonight from Meath, Dublin, Kildare, Westmeath, Offaly or further afield, on behalf of myself, Dennis Leonard, the Principal of the College, and all the staff, I want to welcome you here this evening, where you'll get a real chance to experience many of our faculties here in the College. It's the second time, unfortunately, in 2 years we've had to go online for our open night, COVID enforced again. But we also hope to have an open afternoon in April where you'll be able to come in and visit us and actually go to our rooms and meet with our tutors individually. But for tonight, I want to particularly thank Hilda and our team here, and also Rob and Susan and Ronan and all the technical people who allow us to go out to your homes this evening, whether you're students or parents or just interested in finding out what's happening here in Dunboyne College. There's been huge demand for our courses over recent years to get a qualification that will move you on to third level or into the employment of your choice. And each of those sections and areas will be discussed tonight by our panel that Ellen will be doing with healthcare in the coming minutes. Our guidance team will be here tonight to help you, and we'll have subject experts as well to answer any of the particular questions that you have. Tonight, health is going out at 5 o'clock. We'll have science at 6, services department will be at 7, and tomorrow night we'll have business at 5, pre-university arts and all those department areas at 6, and our IT computer design area at 7. So you get a chance in each of those 6 individual sections to really see what happens in the Dunboyne College learning environment. We have great support here from great teachers over many years in fields of expertise. They have high quality teaching and both on and off campus, and they work with each individual student to make sure that you get exactly to where you want to go, whether that teaching happens in person or remote. We have many support services. We have a great track record since 2003 and an outstanding reputation among third level institutions and employers. In fact, in the last week, we've appeared in the Irish Independent, the Irish Times, and numerous radio stations who've highlighted the very high progression rates and positive student experience here in Dunboyne College. And just a few weeks ago before Christmas, on the 20th of December, we were visited by Ministers Simon Harris, Helen McEntee and Damien English, who announced we're going to be the first FET College of the Future purpose-built campus, which will be happening here in Dunboyne in the coming years. So it's very exciting times here. We have over 50 courses, now nearly 60 in fact. All our courses are at least QQI level 5, some are at level 6 as well. And each course has a progression route into IT colleges and universities, and also direct links, of course, to employment. All our courses have a work experience module, many direct links to industry and employment, and statistically, students here have proven to be more focused, have excellent retention at third level and perform extremely well academically. And the reason for that is the training they get here in research, referencing, self-directed learning stands to them when they move on to third level college or into employment. We have many flexible options here in September to allow you to get into the exact course that you want to get into and have the modules that you want on your curriculum. Dropout rates for students who do our courses when they move on to higher education are less than 3% compared to up to 10% in universities, and in fact it can be 20 to 30% or higher in some of the IoT courses, because you're re-choosing when you move on to your level of employment or into university. All students learn skills that stay with them throughout life. And as I mentioned those high progression rates, Maeve and Derek, our guidance counsellors, will be here tonight to answer any specific questions you have about exactly where your course that you do here can lead you on to in terms of third level or into employment. This year we had over 400 offers, 400 plus offers to universities and IoTs, and over 350 of them were at level 8, including 115 to Maynooth, 39 to DCU, 21 to UCD, 12 to Trinity, and 186 to the TU for Dublin. And in fact, we've got numerous offers in double digits in colleges all around the country. So our students are going far and wide. Some will go to the UK in areas like law, nursing, etc. And many of our students will travel abroad to do their education, but most do achieve places here at home. Over 90% of those who finish at third level, finish their full level 8, level 5 course with us, actually can move on to third level after finishing here. But you also learn skills for life, like the referencing, the bibliography, knowing how to put together an assignment. In DCFE, students are shown how to navigate the platform called Moodle and other learning platforms. So when you get to third level, nothing is new to you. You learn research and how to apply theory and practice in assignments. You take responsibility for your own work. It's very much self-directed learning. So therefore, that's the kind of learning that you will engage in third level, or in employment when you're given a specific task to do. A PLC course is that bridge that is the difference between getting to where you want to go and maybe feeling it's getting out of your reach. Further education courses, and particularly PLC courses, are a great option to learn in a college environment and to move on to the next stage of your educational journey. There are many pathways to go where you want to go. You should never give up on your dream, because there's always a way to get there. And we provide the way for over 8,000 students over the past 17 or 18 years. So at the end of the day, further education can clarify your opportunity, and as we always hear here from numerous students, it's the best choice that I ever made. We run a lot of extracurriculars here, from sports to theme weeks to fundraisers. We have a very active student council. We have an Erasmus program that goes to Barcelona, Exeter, many locations across many disciplines. We run a scholarship program which gives students the opportunity to receive scholarships in various areas. And our newsletter is now up on our website, dunboynecollege.ie, and you can see all of those various activities in living colour with many pictures of what's happening. So when it comes to registration, it's free to apply. You can apply on dunboynecollege.ie. This year, 10 of our courses are on the CAO, and next year, all of our courses will be moving to CAO as well. So either CAO.ie or dunboynecollege.ie, and just click apply. Interviews then are being held remotely again this year, where you upload your personal statement, and we'll be in touch with you once you have applied. And payment of your full fee any time between now and September guarantees your place on the course, but you can always claim a refund right up to the beginning of October when courses get fully up and running. Demand for places here is usually very high. This year we had over 2,500 applications for our 1,000 places. But you should always apply early, because then you have an offer in your back pocket no matter what the CAO brings. So finally, I want to say this to all of you, be students, be parents, be people who are just considering maybe going back as a mature learner. After 2 years of uncertainty about going to third level, maybe now is the time to take the time out to focus on an area you really want to develop. In the coming hour, you'll be looking at all the healthcare, childcare, those type of areas. And as you look at them, you might ask yourself, why not spend a year exploring this area in depth and go to college ready when you're ready to progress? Come May of next year, you're then in a great place to embrace the next step of your educational journey. If you miss anything tonight, don't worry about it, because it's all available on opendcfe.ie, the YouTube videos and everything about tonight. If you want to replay it again, if you missed something, or you want to go back over something, or indeed you want to look at any of the other transmissions we'll have over tonight and tomorrow night, they'll all be available there. You can follow us on our website, dunboynecollege.ie, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok. So as we've said here over the last 18 years, begin here, go anywhere. Hope you find what you've been looking for here this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck with your educational journey, wherever it takes you, whether it's here through Dunboyne College or not. We hope that you reach the place where you really want to be. So now I hand over to Ellen Holian, who will take you through the many and wonderful healthcare options and childcare options we have here at Dunboyne College. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. So I'd like to bring you now through our Health and Community Care Department and all the different courses and modules that we offer to our students. So the first one we're going to look at is Applied Social Studies. And the question is, what is Applied Social Studies? Very simply, it's designed to introduce students to the concept of social studies, sociology and psychology in order to acquire the skills required to progress in further education or maybe into the workplace. On completion of this course, students will also have developed skills that are useful in careers in human resources, marketing and public relations. This course is ideal both for school leavers and the more mature person. Some of the modules that you might take in this course are social studies, psychology, intercultural, youth and community, criminology, understanding mental health. And as Dennis has mentioned earlier, in every one of our courses, you will do communications and work experience. Students with social studies may progress to a certificate or a degree course in many of the ITs or universities around Ireland. And there's now a large range of social studies or community care certificate and degree courses available. An example of the courses available. We have 10 places in Maynooth University through social science. There are over 175 places through the First Arts in Maynooth, and then a large quota in other third level colleges. An example of the progression, TU Dublin on their Blanchetown campus, you could apply to do applied social studies in social care, or you could go to the TU Dublin City campus where you could apply to do social care, or Maynooth where you may be able to do social science. Youth and community work. This is a one-year course designed for those who want to work with the youth in the community. This course content will focus on current challenges faced by young people. And here are some of the examples. As course content, some of these you sound familiar already, is social studies, applied psychology, human growth and development, community addiction studies, criminology, and understanding mental health, to name but a few. Students in this course can graduate through the Youth and Community QQI Award to many degree courses, including community and youth work, applied social studies, and applied social care at universities and ITs throughout Ireland. Future areas of employment can include advice workers, community development workers, community education officers, family support, social workers, youth workers. An example of some of our future progression routes are NUI Maynooth, Community and Youth Work, 4 years, level 8. TUI Dublin, their Blanchetown campus, Applied Social Studies, level 8, 4 years. And TALA also offer Applied Social Care, a level 8, 4 years. And as you can see, there are many other courses. Now we're going to look at applied psychology and criminology courses. This one-year course is designed for those who have an interest in psychology and aims to give the participants an introduction to the core theories and methodologies and prepare them for further study. On completion of this course, students will have also developed skills that are useful to careers in human resources, marketing and public relations. This is ideal for both school leavers and the experienced mature persons. Criminology and Psychology is a one-year course aimed to introduce students who have an interest in criminal behaviour and criminal law. On completion of this course, students will gain valuable knowledge and skills which will allow them to progress smoothly to third level options. Here are some of the modules that you may experience whilst doing Applied Psychology and Psychology and Criminology. Psychology, Human Growth, Criminal Law, Criminology, Social Studies, Behavioural Studies, and Legal Practice and Procedures. Graduates from these courses will be able to apply for third level courses in the universities such as Maynooth, UCC, UL, NUI Galway, and ITs such as Waterford, IT Sligo, NCI, and IATD, as well as other areas. This course also allows progression links to a Level 8 PSI, which is the Psychological Society of Ireland accredited courses. If not interested in psychology, you can progress to general courses such as arts, social studies, education, health, business and sports rehabilitation. This course opens up careers in education, management, social services, advertising, etc. And some students may look for employment in community care, healthcare or community development. Examples of higher education progression from these courses are in psychology, you may be able to progress to IT Carlow, CIT, LIT, Letterkenny, IATD, Dublin Business School or Waterford IT. The course opens up careers in areas such as education, management, counselling. Or you may like to seek immediate employment in the areas of community care and community development. For those wanting to go into higher education for psychology and criminology, some of the courses on offer are criminology studies in Maynooth, criminology studies in University College Cork, NCI also offers psychology. Our next course is Early Childhood Care and Education Special Needs Assistant course. This course is offered over 2 years and incorporates Level 5 and Level 6. This course will aim to prepare participants to work with young children in the rapidly expanding world of childcare and creche supervision management. It will encourage social communication and caring skills to work with the individuals and groups. This course will serve as training for creche community care, as well as linked to childhood or early childhood education courses in many universities and IT colleges through Ireland and in the UK. So, this course offers in Year 1, there are 6 modules, such as professional placement practice, developing child, curriculum and understanding and assisting children with additional needs. Year 2, which equates to a Level 6, offers also 6 modules, including sociology and social policy in early learning and care, and supervision and leadership. And these are some of the resources available for our students in the college. Career opportunities for those who take the early childcare course. Graduates may pursue a Level 7, Level 8 early childhood degree course in Maynooth, DCU, UL, UCC, Marino, as well as the TU in Dublin, Blanchardstown, and some IT such as Carlow. Some of our students can progress to Level 3 of an early childhood degree in many UK universities. Alternatively, our students may seek immediate employment in a range of childcare services, classrooms and community initiatives. They can also use this qualification to access the 175 places in First Arts in Maynooth or progress to social care, social study degree programmes in TU Dublin and primary school teaching. Some of the examples are, in Maynooth you can do the Early Childhood Teaching and Learning Level 8 for 3 years. In Marino you could do the Early Childhood Education Level 8 for 4 years. In DCU you could do the Early Childhood Education Level 8 for 4 years. Or after the 2 years with Dunboyne you could transfer to Sunderland University to enter into their Year 3 of a 3-year degree course. We are now moving on to our nursing studies. The purpose of this 1-year Level 5 award is to prepare the student for all aspects of the role of the nursing. The students here will be introduced to a wide variety of modules with a workplace element in the programme, which will give the student the opportunity and experience of working in a setting of their choice under supervision. This programme will also prepare the students for interviews, progression routes to third level colleges, UCAS and CAO preparation, and DCFE has established a link to Connolly Hospital Blanchardstown and with some colleges in England and Ireland. So some of the modules you will be experiencing here with the nursing would be care skills, maternity care, human growth and development, anatomy and physiology, and mathematics. Again, here are some of the resources available at our college. So some of the career opportunities for our students. Our graduates may pursue a degree in many of the ITs around the country to study general, psychiatric, mental health or children's nursing. Otherwise, they may seek immediate employment in a range of hospitals, community care and healthcare centres. There are now many nursing degree courses available to graduates on the newly expanded QQI links with colleges such as DCU, UCD, Trinity, DUI Dublin, Carlow, Maynooth, Athlone IT, DU Dublin, Dundalk, etc. Nursing graduates may decide that nursing is not for them, and they can also access one of the over 175 places in First Arts in Maynooth University. Qualification can also be used for entry into third-level courses in social care and social studies. This course will also help to seek out links to many nursing degree programmes in the UK, such as the University of West London, Edge Hill, Southampton, Staffordshire, Liverpool, Bath, South Bank and Bangor. Here are some of the examples of higher education. So, for example, if you're interested in mental health nursing, you could apply to DCU, Trinity, UCD or Dundalk. Our next course is Healthcare Assistant. The Healthcare Assistant is a one-year course, and it prepares our students to work with people in hospitals, respite care, social care, community or residential settings. The modules will include care support, infection prevention and control, care skills, care of the older person and understanding mental health. Our students on this course will also be qualified in patient handling, CPR, basic first aid and child protection. The career opportunities for our graduates from this course are they may pursue a Level 8 Honours degree course in many of the colleges and ITs around the country, such as Athlone, Dundalk, Marino. Or graduates may alternatively seek immediate employment in a range of hospitals, community care, nursing home and healthcare centres. The students can also use this qualification, if they wish, to go into entry into third-level courses in social care, social studies area. This course will also help our students if they wish to seek out links to degree programmes in the UK. Some of the examples that we have here are you can do the Applied Healthcare at Waterford IT, you could do Applied Social Studies in DU Dublin on their Blanchetown campus, or you can do Social Science in Maynooth. The next course we offer is the Pre-Paramedic Fire and Ambulance. This is a foundation course ideal for anybody considering a career in the emergency services. This course will offer you an essential set of core skills fundamental to both professions and built into this fast-paced environment. It will also familiarise you with the many different progression pathways you may choose to consider and the opportunities that exist in this area. So some of the modules that you'll be offered in this course are care of the older person, emergency department care skills, care support, anatomy and physiology, to name a few. This is suitable for a student, Leaving Cert student or an LCA or mature students. All applicants for this course will be interviewed, regardless of your previous qualifications. If you wish to further your progression, you can gain a strong foundation here, and then you can move on to a Level 6 in the National Ambulance Service Emergency Medical Technicians, which is offered in various colleges. IT Carlow offer a Bachelor of Business Emergent Services Management at Level 8 for 4 years, and our mature students may apply for paramedic studies at UL. Alternatively, our students can use the results of this course to apply for other health-related and non-health-related degrees at Level 7 and Level 8 in university, ITs and private colleges throughout Ireland. The next course we're going to look at is the Physiotherapy Studies course. So students who undertake this one-year course will gain an understanding of the principles and practices of rehabilitation and an insight into how to access and treat clients whose movement is restricted by illness, injury, disability or age. Our learners will gain the skills needed by the HSE to work in the healthcare sector. So for the physiotherapy studies, the course content is physiotherapy assistance practice and therapy, body massage and figure analysis, exercise and fitness, nutrition, care skills and care support, to name a few. This course allows our graduates to progress to a Level 6 QQI award in physiotherapy and afterwards to progress to the Level 8 degree offered at the Royal College of Surgeons. Or our students can progress to a sports or science related Level 8 degree and then to a Level 9 physiotherapy at UCD. There are many progression options for our students to study physiotherapy in the UK as well. Some of the courses are Drogheda College of Further Education, Pre-University Physiotherapy Level 6, 1 year. The Royal College of Surgeons, Physiotherapy Level 8 for 4 years after the Level 5 and Level 6 have been acquired. And Waterford Institute of Technology offer Health and Exercise Science degree at Level 8. The next course that we're looking at is Occupational Therapy. Occupational therapy, our students will gain an understanding of the principles and practice of rehabilitation treatment of the injured or disabled persons through therapeutic use of everyday activities. On completion, our students will have acquired the skills required by the HSE to work in the healthcare sector. Again, these are the modules that will be taught in this course: anatomy and physiology, infection prevention and control, health and safety at work, occupational therapy assistance, practice and theory. The future progression routes, if you do this course, you are able to progress to a sports or science Level 8 degree and then onto a Level 9 occupational therapy degree at UL. And there are also other options to study occupational therapy in the UK. Graduates may also apply for other Level 7 and Level 8 degrees through the universities and ITs in the country. Mature students are eligible to apply for the occupational therapy at Trinity, UCC and NUIG. Successful graduates will gain employment as occupational therapy assistant in the HSE or in the private health sector. An example of further progression is the Waterford Institute of Technology Health and Exercise Science Level 8 degree. And now we're coming to the last course that's offered tonight from our department, and that is Pharmacy Assistant. This is a 1-year course that will equip learners with relevant knowledge and experience to work in a pharmacy counter assistant or to further on pursue a pharmacy technician qualification. The role will involve dispensing over-the-counter medications, helping clients choose medical aids and appliances, to demonstrating and selling products, and this course covers the most relevant skills. This course will focus on a range of health-related subjects relevant to the employment as a pharmacy assistant. The work experience offered is within a retail pharmacy, where as a pharmacy assistant you can work as part of a team of health professionals in order to help customers achieve the best possible outcome. So the modules offered in this course are Pharmacy Studies, Theory and Practice, Over-the-Counter Medicines, Anatomy and Physiology, Medical Terminology, and Beauty Industry Ethics and Practice, plus others. So graduates from this course may pursue pharmacy work or work as a sales assistant in health stores. And it's also aimed at those interested in working in a community pharmacy or those wishing to progress to Year 2 of the Pharmacy Technician course. Our graduates can also progress to participate in higher education institutions through the QQI higher education links, for example, DCU, UCD, Maynooth, TU Dublin, Dundalk IT, UL, Athlone IT, UCC, and UIG Galway, to name but a few. Alternatively, our students may seek immediate employment in a range of companies and projects that seek graduates with a health, science or pharmacy aptitude. Some of the progression routes are TU Dublin on their city campus, pharmacy technician, or Waterford Institute of Technology, pharmaceutical science, or IT Tralee, pharmaceutical science. So I'd like to thank you for listening to me tonight as I went through the Health and Community Care Department's open evening, and I'm now going to pass you over to the panel.
Okay, good evening all. You're all welcome. Some good questions coming in there on the chat box, and we'll start off. We'll just remind you, if you have any questions about courses, course content, college progression or college life in general, please put them up in the chat box there and we'll get to them as best we can. A couple coming in there around nursing programmes, and they're asking, do you cover all disciplines in the nursing programme or is it just general nursing? And then also they're asking, is it all theory based or is there a practical element to the nursing course?
From September we're going to be offering nursing with mental health option and with paediatric option, and at the moment we currently offer a general nursing option with maternity skills as well. So we cover all of the different disciplines of nursing, and very much we really focus on the practical element of learning. So there is a work experience element that's really important for our students and is highly beneficial, and we'll assist you because we have a lot of links for different healthcare facilities in finding work experience.
Oftentimes students kind of worry around the whole work experience thing and trying to find their own work experience. If they are having difficulty finding work experience, there is a body here that will help them, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. We do encourage students to find and look for their own work experience initially, because that's a good skill in itself. But we have, over the years, established very strong links with some acute and residential settings that will definitely be available to help students to find work experience.
And another question there that's come in as well about nursing again is that the difficulty in gaining progression onto degrees, and what do other students do from the nursing programmes? Do you find that students are doing other types of courses afterwards?
I suppose we would find in general that our nursing students are pretty focused on a career in nursing, but there are always options and routes to progress through our UK universities, and also through the opening of some additional private courses here in Ireland coming on stream, like Hibernia College, that is very much focused towards PLC students. And we do have students every year who are successful in getting places in Ireland. So, yeah.
And indeed, some students will work as healthcare assistants as well while they're studying on their degrees as well, isn't that right?
Oh yes, absolutely.
In that area also.
We have some questions coming in there about our social studies course and our youth and community course. Some people are asking, the whole area of youth and community is definitely a growing area. What kind of, if you did a course in Dunboyne and then progressed on to a degree in youth and community, what kind of jobs would you get after that, or what kind of a career would you go into?
Well, there's a lot of advocacy type of jobs on top of working in youth clubs. So there's a recognition, hopefully, by the government that working with young people is a way to stave off, further problems down the line. So there's a lot of youth work facilities and youth working opening up, and there's also kind of community work as well. So it's any area that would advocate or work towards young people. So even in the area of homelessness, addiction, there's a lot of other areas that you can concentrate on as well as youth work.
And another question there that's come in, which is a good question in terms of the difficulty in understanding for a lot of students around the difference between social care and social science. Maybe you might explain a little bit about that.
Yeah, to start off, a lot of people, social sciences are slightly more academic. So it would be around, again, the advocacy, that in other words, representing people who are, say, disadvantaged and doing reports and research and, working in that kind of area. Whereas social care is more practical. So it's much more on the ground, working with people in addiction in a sort of more physical, almost nursing, healthcare kind of way.
A lot more general questions coming in there now, and a lot of people are asking, is application process, is it open for Dunboyne College? As Dennis mentioned earlier on, the application process is open. It opened early in November. There are two ways you can apply to Dunboyne College. You can do it either via our website, dunboynecollege.ie, or you can do it via the CAO. As Dennis mentioned, this is the first year that they've brought further ed onto the CAO application process. We would actually recommend that you go straight onto our website. It's probably the most easiest way to do it. If you go onto the website and click on the big red button that says apply now up in the top right hand corner, it's a very simple form. Just complete the form and get that sent in, and then our admissions department will get back to you within a couple of days of your application being received. We're not doing interviews live this year, so we're going to ask you to submit 4 extra documents. You'll be asked to submit a personal statement. The personal statement, don't be worrying too much about it. It's about 150 words. Basically, it's where you get a chance to sell yourself as to why you want to do this course and why you will be suited to do this course. You'll also be asked to submit a recent photograph, a recent set of results. Those set of results could be anything. They could be your mock results if you've just completed your mocks, or there might be your summer results from 5th year, but a fairly recent set of results, and also a reference. Okay, so get your application in, get the 4 extra supplementary documents in, and then you will receive an email probably within a week or two of that offering you a place in the college. And as Dennis mentioned, by paying a deposit on that course, that will secure your place on the course. And if you do decide not to come to the college, you will get your deposit back less a €30 administration fee. So application is open, and my advice to you is to go via the website www.dunboynecollege.ie.
And a question here about pharmacy. The pharmacy course actually about work experience, and we touched on that slightly with the nursing as well. All our courses have work experience as mandatory, and it is a 60-hour content that needs to be gained. So that can be. This question is: do you need to get work experience, or can you do it in your work, your paid employment if it's in a pharmacy also? So for this particular question, if your paid employment is already in a pharmacy, that will suffice as your work experience once your supervisor or manager agrees to that. If it's not in a pharmacy and you're on pharmacy course, then it is relative to what you're studying. So the work experience does need to be gained in an area that's relevant to what you're studying. But certainly if you're working in something that's relevant already, then that's going to be perfect for you. So that's a win-win then for you.
Okay, some good questions coming in there on progression. How do you progress from further ed into 3rd level? In short, the way it happens is all colleges in the country accept students from further ed onto most of their courses. And the way it happens is that they ring fence a percentage of places for further ed students. It's usually in and around 10%, but that's been changing in the last couple of years for a lot of colleges. A lot of universities are actually offering more places on their courses. So you will do your further ed course with us here in Dunboyne. You will reapply through the CAO next year once you gain your full award. You will only be in competition with other further ed students for those places. You will not be in competition with other Leaving Cert students. You'll get your application, your CAO in, and once you gain your full award and a required amount of distinctions, hopefully you'll be successful on your application for that course.
And another thing, Derek, we're always asked as well in terms of how that progression works is, if it's is your PLC course, as you would know the courses here at Further Education, which are QQI courses, but many of you know them as PLC courses. Does that add to your Leaving Cert points? And we're always asked about that, whether it adds to your Leaving Cert points. They don't add to your Leaving Cert points. It gives you an extra set of results that you have. So you're basically doubling your chances at getting onto your chosen degree. So you have your Leaving Cert from the year you've done that. That's in your pocket. You always have that. You then have another set of results from your further education course that allows you to apply through this higher education link scheme that Derek's talked about in terms of the quota of saved places. So you're doubling your chances and getting 2 separate sets of results.
A lot of people are asking there, do you get the same supports at further ed as you do at 3rd level? Absolutely. We offer the same supports as any 3rd level college. We have various facilities like an academic support unit that's available for all students in the college. So if any student has a question about their assignments or want to know how to read a brief or how to do referencing, etc., they can book in for an academic support. We have a very active learning hub for anyone with additional needs. Again, you can book in there. You can register at the start of the year, book in for appointments throughout the year, and they will help you with lots sorts of things. We have a computer support department to help you with all your IT. We have libraries, computer rooms. And we have a counselling service on campus as well. Both myself and Maeve are there to help you with progression onto third level if you're looking for employment, or just to help you with personal counselling.
I have a question here about class sizes, and maybe Kathleen or Rose might tell us a little bit about the class sizes. We're asked how many students are accepted for, this question is for applied psychology and the criminology and psychology classes.
Well, as they're academic classes rather than practical classes, they can be 24, 25 in a class. In the practical classes, like this nursing, I think it's even less. So the classes are pretty small, which is a really good thing. The max would be about 30 people in a class.
And how many overall students then would be accepted onto, say, a course if it's only 24 in a class? Is there more classes than one then?
Yeah, like this year we have 4 nursing classes and a healthcare assistant class as well. So, and I think the same for...
we break the classes down so that they are small classes. That would be a huge advantage over college in that the class sizes are very small.
So typically at the moment we'd have about 90 nursing students. Would that be right, Kathleen, about that?
Yeah.
So if the demand is there for extra classes, we will tend to put extra classes on to fill that.
There's 2 psychology classes and 2 criminology. So there's 4 of those. So there's plenty. They will increase the class number as opposed to class size.
Yes.
Another question there for both you, Rose and Kathleen. If you have a student who's on here tonight and they're considering entering nursing or they're considering doing social studies, would you have any advice for them about the course or about it as a career?
I suppose a good starting point is even to go on the Nursing Midwifery Board of Ireland's website. There's a really good self-assessment questionnaire, maybe to kind of look at your own personality type and your current skills, and it will sort of determine whether or not you are suited to a career in this area. But usually people kind of know themselves, if they have the skills, the kind of empathy and communication skills that are required in nursing. And maybe if they can, to talk to maybe nurses that they know, family members or neighbours or whatever, and kind of get to know a little bit more about the job.
Good tip. Another thing as well is about the typical structure of the day, what that would be like here at the college. So normally our timetables would be a 3 to 4 day week, depending on which course you're on. You would be on campus for that amount of time, and then your 4th day of the week might be the work experience day, and your 5th day of the week would be for your computer based. So that's your Moodle, which is your learning platform based day as well. So that gives you your full week. It is a full-time course. We are an on-campus full-time course. We're not an online college. We are only online due to recent COVID restrictions, but we are an on-campus fully course, and we will always be that, when we're allowed to be under COVID restrictions. And also the fees then, there's a question there on fees as well.
So good news this year is that our fees were reduced considerably. So fees are anything between €250 and €450, depending on the course that you're actually enrolling on. Most of our classroom-based courses, we'll say the likes of social science, business studies courses, etc., they'll be in and around €250 to €300. Our more practical courses like our professional cookery, grooming, etc., and nursing, they would have extra costs involved in. It might be equipment, or it might be additional courses within the course, like a first aid course or a manual handling course. So they would be the dearer courses. Just remember, your fees for the year, that include everything. So you will never be asked to pay additional fees during the year. And if you're the holder of a medical card, you get €50 off those fees. So fees are between €250 to €450, depending on the course, with €50 off if you're a medical card holder. And all our fees are up on our website on dunboynecollege.ie.
And a question there as well about the modules maybe, and all the modules that were listed there in the presentation that came up about, do I have to take all the modules?
There are a certain number of, we'll explain that when you come to the college, but you'll see that there are certain modules that are compulsory. For instance, if you're doing social science, you must do social studies, psychology and intercultural studies, and then communications and work experience. And after that, so you have to do 8 modules in total. And after that, it's elective. So you don't, a lot of the courses are offered if you're interested in it.
Great.
Okay, I think we've come to the end of the session there, so just to thank everybody involved. Thanks to you for all the questions. If you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to contact Maeve or myself. You'll see our email addresses on the website. So if you have any questions around course content or progression or applications, please get in touch with us. Thanks a million.
Thank you.